Welcome to a new edition of BBVA Greenfluencer, the BBVA corporate investment banking initiative to better understand the changes taking place in different industries in order to promote a greener and a more inclusive world. Recently, BBVA signed its first green Italian loan with Ferrovie dello Stato Italiane. This transaction is the first loan granted by BBVA corporate investment banking in Italy and reflects the strong commitment of BBVA and FS Group to sustainability. The proceeds of the loan will be done for the green investments of Ferrovie dello Stato under the EU taxonomy. We are here at Termini Stazioni in Rome with Vittoria Iezzi, Head of Debt Capital Markets at Ferrovie dello Stato Italiane, who will bring us further details on what sustainability means for the group and to the world.
Thank you, Claudia. Thank you for this opportunity to BBVA. I'm very excited and happy to be here with you in Rome.
FS Group is the first green bond issuer by size. What does this milestone achievement represent to you and what responsibility does it entail?
Yes, Claudia. This journey of ours started in 2017 in Iezzi Finance when we issued our first green bond. So far, we issued 5.5 billion euros, having a leading position in Italy. We are the first corporate green bond issuer in Italy. And we have also an important position in Europe as we are perceived as a benchmark in the capital market. I think that this kind of achievement is strongly related to the dark green DNA of Ferrovie Group, which is linked to the assets, to our asset and project, which, to give you just an example, our rolling stock are recyclable for about 95% of their components. This is impressive, and this makes of Ferrovie a green mobility leader in Europe before being a green issuer. So I'm very proud about this, and I think that finance team has a key role in this achievement. We lead this transition in Ferrovie, having a sort of human connection, strong human connection in terms of performances and know-how with the operation and the sustainability departments. And I'm very proud because this kind of connection is enhancing all of us, both in terms of performance and in terms of know-how.
How do you assess the response of investors to FS Group efforts in the world of sustainable finance?
We had always a good response from investors, and we are very happy about this, but we were always very prudent in terms of transparency and reporting, in terms of asset and KPI selection for the ESG deals. In this respect, we are very proud about to have the European Investment Bank on board in our green bond portfolio of investors, and they selected us as their first green bond purchased in the market some years ago, thanks to the fact that our capex are fully aligned with the EU taxonomy. Just to give you also a tangible idea in this respect, our capex in 2023 were aligned to the EU taxonomy for about 85% of their or the total amount. So I think that this is impressive. The market is welcoming this kind of achievement, and also BBVA appreciated this kind of commitment. We signed with you a green loan to finance infrastructural investment, to finance in RFI, our infrastructure manager.
Are many people still skeptical about the importance of green finance and the role it can play in countering the effects of climate changes? What can we do to keep the focus on sustainable finance very high?
Claudia, recently in a seminar, a very inspiring professor said to me and to some students that were in the room that we didn't lend word from our parents, but we borrow it from our son. I think that this suggestion is very powerful and should motivate anybody of us to doing our better also in the personal life, not only in the job we carry out every day. So I think that anybody of us has to be a benchmark in the life we carry out. So it's very important in this respect, as I said before, to be very prudent from the company side in the asset selection and also in the KPI selection of the ESG deals. In this respect, now via Green Bonds, we finance all the FS value chain of railway project. We selected only the best-in-class of assets in this respect, financing via Green Bonds both regional and high-speed trains, as well as maintenance expenses and high-speed infrastructural project between Turin and Naples. So in these very days, we are renewing our revolving credit facility, which is the only sustainability-linked product we signed during the year. And now we are replicating this kind of prudent approach in order to select KPI via cherry-picking approach, which can witness to the market not only our effort in the environmental topics, but also in the S and G components of the SG approach, so social and governance.
What else do you think can be done in order to incentivize a more transition world, and what we can do for our next generation?
So Claudia, I am a train commuter. I arrive here in this station almost any morning. So I know how important it is to invest in the railways, even though it's very complex, but it can really change people habits and enhance people quality life, decongesting big cities, big towns, and revitalize small towns like the one in which I live. With the launch of the high-speed network in 2008, we completely changed Italian country. So in the past, in 2008, the modal share of the train compared to air and cars, other modes of transport, were around 36%. As of today, this is more than doubled. So it's really impressive as a result for the group. And now we are replicating this kind of effort in the regional sector, investing a lot in the renewal of the rolling stock, but also we are investing in the infrastructural investment in the high speed, but also in the conventional network, thanks to the next generation EU plan. So as a board of director of Mercitalia Logistic, which is the cargo company of the group, I believe that if more is to be done in the market in general, in Europe in general, is for the cargo sector, because in this sector, the modal share of the train is very low compared to other modes of transport. And we need more institutional support in order to allow a green revolution and to allow a modal shift to rail, which is deserved in order to fight climate change.
Under your personal point of view, what does inspire you to be a Greenfluencer, and what motivates you to do it at best?
Claudia, when you called me for the first time, I explained to my little daughters what Greenfluencer means. And my firstborn, Letizia, was very happy because influencer is a very modern idea for girls. And I'm very motivated in this respect to tell you about me and about Ferrovie and about my mission in changing the country and changing the mobility experience to allow modal shift to rail. As a Ferrovie is doing its best in Italy, but also in Europe. But I think that I'm serving this company like a civil servant since 2006. And I'm very proud about the fact that the BBVA is recognizing the mission I feel. And this is giving a lot of value to my experience. Serving, as I was saying, a company which completely changed itself from a loss-making one in 2006 to a big company and big mobility leader in Europe. So I'm very proud, and I said I feel like to be a civil servant because Ferrovie is not only an enormous company with about 15 billion of euros of revenue in Europe as of today, but is also strongly contributing to enhancing people quality life in terms of social experience. Just to give you some ideas and example about this social commitment Ferrovie has, I can tell you, Claudia, about the Women in Motion program to enhance women careers in the technical sector. And I am a mentor. I'm proud about this for this program. And I can also tell you about the help centers, which are centers to reuse railway spaces in the stations to help most vulnerable peoples in our society. So I feel that Ferrovie is perfectly combining my passion for markets, corporate finance, and also to have a better place to live with my family and to share with my friends.
Thank you very much, Vittoria, for taking your time and staying with us. As BBVA, we are happy to help you in mobilizing resources into environment impact and green projects. We are really sharing the same values on the green world and environment world in order to improve our, world into fighting climate change. I'm happy also to give you this present. Is a recognition from BBVA for your presence here, your efforts, your valuable thoughts that can be shared also with our community. Thank you, Vittoria.
Thank you, Claudia. I am very happy. Thank you to BBVA team. I would devote it to all my colleagues in Italy and in Europe, contributing materially every day to enhance people quality life and to fight climate change, allowing a green revolution in the mobility sector and the modal shift to rail. So, muchas gracias e buon viaggio a tutti.